This is Falco, guest VJ hour, 2201, take one, in 3, 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. We found ourselves here in inner Europe in the famous country of Austria. No kangaroos around now because we are not in Australia, we're here just in inner Europe in Austria. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, Austria is the birthplace, the home place of a lot of famous sons. I want to make you a little bit familiar with the scene up here with the panorama. It's terrific, you see. This side here, you got the downhill run where Niki Lauda did his first World Cup race won, you know. This direction, I said direction, it's not the place, it's just the direction. It's Mozart's birthplace. In case of you're wondering, this here, what you see is Arnold Schwarzenegger for sure, you know, he's still alive and he's still in LA. It's Arnold's favorite jogging forest. For sure, I met him yesterday, I tell you he's fine, yeah. This is, if you look certainly for the wide world of sports, you know the scene where it's crashing down the hill, you know. It's just here, you just have to do a few miles. That's Austria, in case of you're wondering, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Falco, and I'm gonna be your guest VJ tonight. Hope you're gonna enjoy it. We also have a very good, excuse my English, it's terrific, I know. We have a very good friend of us here as a guest. It's David Byrne from the Talking Heads, and here is the live version of Once in a Lifetime.
Stop tape. That was really good. You good? This is 2201, take 2. You Falco, in 3, 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. We find ourselves here in inner Europe in the famous country of Austria. No kangaroos around, because it's not Australia, it's Austria. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, Austria is the place, it's the home place of a lot of famous sons. I want to make you a little bit familiar with the scene, with the wonderful panorama you see here. On this side, you get the downhill run where Niki Lauda did his first World Cup race and he won, you know. This direction is Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart's birthplace. You don't believe me too, yeah. This is Arnold Schwarzenegger's favorite jogging forest. I met him yesterday, believe me, he's fine. If you look certainly for wide world of sports, you will know the scene where he crashes down the hill, you know. It's just right over here. In case that you're wondering, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not only your tourist guide, I'm also Falco here from Vienna in Austria. I'm gonna be your guest VJ tonight, and I hope you're gonna enjoy it. Stay here because there is David Byrne from the Talking Heads coming over with the live version of Once in a Lifetime.
Very good.
That was great. That was great.
Got it. Yeah, that was great. Yeah.
Okay. This is 2202, take 1. Coming to you, Falco, in 3, 2.
David Byrne of Talking Heads, live, Once in a Lifetime, taken from the film Stop Making Sense. Definitely one of my favorite bands. Alright folks, coming up, I've got videos from Art of Noise from Great Britain, and Arthur Brown, you remember him? It was the one with the helmet on fire, you know? And we're gonna visit Mozart right now, but first I'm gonna disappear while you watch this. I was not kidding.
Okay, that should be fine. Thank you. Stop.
Okay.
That was a bye for me.
Yeah.
Steve. Okay, good. So Falco, you seem to be the voice of Europe and Austria as far as pop music goes. Do you think that's a true statement? How do you feel? What do you represent?
Well, definitely I'm not into politics, yeah. And I tell you the truth, I don't want to represent anybody but me. When you say I'm the voice of Europe, I'm proud about it. I think it's everywhere in the world possible to make good music as possible to make bad music, you know. I hope I do my best. I talked to an older guy, which is quite popular here in Austria and in Germany, and he said, don't stop making sense out of it. Don't break your head about the future. Give your best, and you make your response and your respect just with your work. And that's what I'm trying.
Do you feel that being European Austrian has given you an edge when your songs actually make it to an English-speaking country?
Well, maybe it was from the very beginning of my musical career my special trick to mix German language with the English language. So maybe I tried to make German language international for pop and rock music, but I can't explain it nearly, you know.
Yeah. Do you feel like you have a message for America?
Definitely no message.
Okay. That's good. Thank you.
Okay.
Cool. So, go forward.
FALCO is
It never rains in California. My name is Johnny Walker.
This is
Let's get some weird footage of that when you're done doing that. I want to get you lip syncing.
Yeah.
this is 2207, take one, and when you start this off, you should remain very still, but you can make any kind of expression you want,
Mm-hmm.
and then as soon as I take a couple of pauses and then go in,
Okay.
similar to what we did with the earpiece. Okay, so this is 2207, take one, in 3, 2.
Well, I always wanted to be part of this video. MTV gave me the chance to be part of it, Godly and Cream. Dear guests, just to explain a little bit the location around here in Austria, this is the famous Südbahn Hotel, which has been one of the most important hotels here in Europe around the turn of the century. Now it's closed up. You see, it's the Rip von Winkle Austrian style. The legend says there is a vicious dog living inside, you know, Cujo, you know, something like that. It's sort of like that, yeah? Let me see, maybe you got a message for us. Cujo, hörst du mich, verdammter Hund, verdammter Schweinehund, you hear me, right? What did you say? Oh, he wants to see the Cars video. You too? Me too. We are going to the Cars video after these messages. Schnauze, Schweinehund, that means shut up. Bisschen, könnte ein bisschen straffer sein, gell? Life, I'm not black anymore.
speed.
Okay, this is 2207, take 2, in 3, 2.
Well, I always wanted to be part of that video. MTV gave me the chance, Godly and Cream. So, dear guests, just to explain a little bit the location around here in Austria, this is the famous Südbahn Hotel. You didn't know it? Me too, yeah, right. It was one of the 10 most famous hotels here around the turn of the century, and now it's closed up. You see, it's the Rip von Winkle Austrian style. The legend says, and there is a car, beautiful, the legend says that a vicious dog still lives inside and is taken care about Rip. You know that a sort of like dog like Cujo, you know him, yeah? Alright, let us see, maybe get a message for us. We should have to pass the next car. Cujo, you hear me? Fucking, oh my god. What did you say? Oh yeah, he said he wants to see the Cars video, and we're going into the Cars video after these messages. Oh, halt die Schnauze, Schweinehund, verdammter, that means shut up, doggy. Die Autos.
It doesn't sound as loud on tape as it does here.
Soul bro, that's what you want.
I mean Negro.
Mythic.
Okay. This is 2207, take 3, in 3, 2.
Well, I always wanted to be a part of that video. MTV gave me the chance. Godly and Cream. So, dear guys, just to explain a little bit the location around here, this is the very famous Südbahn Hotel. You didn't know it? Me too, right? It was one of the most important hotels here around the turn of the century. Now it's closed up. You see, it's the Rip von Winkle Austrian style. And the legend says there's a vicious dog inside. Nobody's seen it before, you know. And he's still taking care about Rip. He's still sleeping very well. It's a sort of dog like Cujo, you know. Let's see, maybe he got a message for us. Cujo, you hear me? Oh yeah, what did you say? Oh yeah, he says he wants to see the Cars video, Drive, you know. And we're going into that after these very important messages. Cujo, halt die Goschen, verdammter Schweinehund, that means shut up, doggy.
Got it. This was
The third was great, alright.
Good call.
Okay. Okay, ready? So, tape's running.
This is segment 2204, take 1, in 3, 2.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, important words, interesting words. You're still on MTV and I'm still Falco. Not only the one who did the Commissar in Rock Me Amadeus, also your Austrian tour guide. You see, we got a lot of directions here, believe me. All the roads lead where we come from. Anyway, we could maybe go to the Hotel Panhans, which is very popular here too. We could also go to the Pension Parkville. I'm doing my autogram sessions from 4 to 5 p.m. each day there. Anyway, the next video comes from Poland. Let me see, which direction from here could Poland be? I think it should be northwest. Right, it's northwest. And this is Art of the Noise, Close to the Edge. Edge, I said edge, alright.
You were thinking yes.
Okay.
You know what else? If you're going to mention Panhans, just a note, the slate before was incorrect. This is 2203, take 2. Coming to you, Falco, in 3, 2.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of interesting words, a lot of important words. You're still on MTV, our favorite program. I'm still Falco. I'm not only the one who did the Commissar and Rock Me Amadeus, I'm also your Austrian tour guide to this evening. You see, we got a lot of directions here. We maybe could go to the Pension Park Villa. I'm doing my autogram sessions from 4 to 5 p.m. each day there. Or maybe to the House of Stephanie. It's also very famous. Let me see. The next video is coming from Poland. Let's try which direction could Poland be from here. I think it's northwest. It should be right over there. And this is Art of Noise, Close to the Edit. Okay?
Ready?
This is 2203, take 3, in 3, 2.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of important words, a lot of interesting words. You're still on MTV, our favorite program. I'm still Falco, your today's VJ on MTV. I'm not only the one who did the Rock Me Amadeus, I'm also your Austrian tour guide. Alright, next one.
Okay, rolling. This is 2203, take 4, in 3, 2.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of important words, a lot of interesting words. You're still on MTV and I'm still Falco. Not only the one who did the Commissar and Rock Me Amadeus, I'm your Austrian tour guide today's evening. And you see, we got a lot of direction, believe me. Every road leads where we came from. Anyway, we could go to the Pension Park Villa. It's the place where I'm doing my autogram sessions daily from 4 to 5 p.m. We could go to Kurhaus Dr. Stühlinger. Which direction from here could Poland be? Poland. Not Rap and 30 Poland, but Poland. It could be northwest right over there. And the next video is coming from Poland. It's Art of Noise and Close to the Edit. right? The third is always the best.
At the last take.
You want to try one more time? Do you mind?
Forward again. Rolling.
2203. Take 5. And 3, 2.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of interesting words, a lot of important words. You're still on MTV, our favorite program, and I'm still Falco, not only the one who did the Commissar and Rock Me Amadeus, I'm your today's tour guide in Austria here, and you see we got a lot of direction, believe me. Any road leads where we came from. Anyway, maybe we could go to Pension Parkville, it's the place where I'm doing my autograph sessions daily from 4 to 5 p.m. Or we could have a little snack at the Pension Alpenheim Jausenstation, maybe when you're hungry. Alright, let me see, which direction from here could be Poland? It should be northwest. It should be right over here. The reason why we're going there is the next video is coming from Poland. It's Art of Noise and close to the edit.
Ready.
This is 2209. Take 1.
Right? Alright, ashes to ashes, David Bowie. Snow to snow, Falco. It's dangerous cold out here, side. David is a crack. I think he's really a crack. I think, folks, we're coming to the end of our show. We're close to the end of the show. Finally, we've got a tribute to my hometown, my loved hometown, Vienna. Coming up next, a British band, Ultravox, and Vienna. Yeah.
You may want to mention that you threw in a little bit about the snow. You may want to say it's very popular here skiing, you know, lots. This is 2209, take 2, and
Alright, Ashes to Ashes by David Bowie. David's a crack. I think he's really a crack. Snow to snow, Falco. You see, we got a lot of snow here in Austria. Come to us, visit us by skiing, something like that. Alright, I think we're close to the end of our show, folks, and we've got a tribute to my loved hometown, Vienna. Coming up next, a British band. Oh, don't worry about the cars, no. A tribute to my loved hometown, Vienna. British band, Ultravox, and Vienna.
it's coming up after a commercial.
Uh-huh.
So you're almost saying as if you're going into it.
Alright, Ashes. Is this coffee? Sorry. Alright, Ashes to Ashes by David Bowie. David is a crack. This is Falco, Snow to Snow Falco. I hope you visit once Austria, because you see we got a lot of stuff here. I mean, a lot of snow for skiing, so don't worry about the cars. It's very normal up here. Alright, folks, I think we're coming to very close to the end of our show, and finally we've got a tribute to my hometown, Vienna. Coming up next, the British band Ultravox with Vienna First Commercials. Okay?
Back inside.
Roll it, roll. I want to roll shade because I don't want to make it advertising. We got a lot of beer of you yesterday, bro.
Und die Tankstelle macht man gleich da drüben, oder was?
Ja, ich glaube. Aber er hat jetzt irgendwie, er ist nicht sicher, ob er auf die Tankstelle verzichtet wegen dem Licht.
Die ist geschissen, die Tankstelle.
Ist die Kamera fertig? Bisschen scharf alles. So, Peter, geh weg, er zieht dann auf das Ding. So. So. Fertig? So. Speed?
This is 2210, final segment, take one. Coming to you, Falco, in 3, 2.
Ultravox talking about Oh Vienna. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this seems to be the very end of our show. It was a pleasure for me to have you as guest here in Austria. There is one thing I should remember to mention. I met Wolfgang Amadeus, you know, my old friend from the interview here. I met him a couple of days ago in a bar hanging around like usually, you know, and he said, "Oh, Falco, you're quite successful in States and you're going to get there. My best regards, my best wishes to them. I would love to follow you there, but they don't want to let me go because I'm doing such a great job here. I'm playing the Royal Empire Viennese Opera House for the next 250 years. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you visit Vienna, don't miss Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Each day, midnight, it's showtime. Don't miss it because he's there. Auf Wiedersehen. That means goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen.
Okay, speed. 2210, take 2, in 3, 2.
Ultravox from Great Britain talking about Oh Vienna. Alright folks, ladies and gentlemen, this seems to be the very end of our show. It was a pleasure for me to have you as guests here in Austria. I hope you visit us sometimes, alright? There is one thing I should not forget to mention. I met my very... Fuck it.
2210, take 3, in 3, 2.
Alright? Ultravox from Great Britain talking about Oh Vienna. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it seems to be the very end of our show. It was a pleasure for me to have you as guests here in Austria. There is one thing I should remember to mention. I met my good old friend Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. You know him from the interview. Last week, and he said, "Oh, Falco, you're quite successful in States, and I think you're going there. I would love to follow you there, but they don't want to let me go because I'm doing such a great job. I signed a contract which is doing the Royal Empire Opera House of Vienna, playing for the next 250 years. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you come to visit Vienna, you should not miss it. Each day, daily, that means daily, showtime at 12 o'clock. Don't miss Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. He's still alive, and be sure he's there." Alright? Auf Wiedersehen, that means goodbye. It was a pleasure for me to have our guests here in Vienna. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen. Bleib nicht zu lange fort. Goodbye. Okay.
Peace.
Okay.
One. Achtung. Speed.
2210, take 3. Let this car pass.
Take 4.
Take 4, like I said. In 3, 2.
Ultravox from Great Britain talking about Vienna. Right, ladies and gentlemen, it seems to be the very end of our show. It was a pleasure for me to have you as guests here in Austria. You know, there is one thing I should remember to mention. You know Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, I hope so. Yes, we had him in an interview here on MTV, and he said, "Oh, Falco, I forgot something. You go into States, you're quite successful there. I would love to follow you there. Send them my best wishes and regards. I can't follow you because they don't want to let me go. I'm doing such a great job here. I signed a contract for the Empire Royal Viennese Opera House for the next, listen, 250 years. Ladies and gentlemen, if you visit Vienna, don't miss it. He's doing a big showtime each day. That means daily at midnight. So, if you come to Vienna, visit Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart with his midnight show at the Royal Viennese Opera House. Don't miss it because he's there. And now goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen. Und Dankeschön, ja, Dankeschön. Bleib nicht zu lange fort. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. Goodbye, see you next time in America. Okay.
$22.08, this will be the insert.
Läuft die Max? Die Max läuft, ja?
Ja.
Können Sie vielleicht 5 Schritte vorfahren?
Danke.
Ja, that's it. Is it? Okay.
I'm sorry to break the
I think we don't have to be fast. Schaut mal an, ob's da geht hinten. Ja? Was? Alright.
2207, take 1. And after you shift, go for it. Anytime.
You gotta roll it?
Yep. Yep.
Alright, I'm Falco, I'm your guest VJ on MTV tonight. As you can see, I'm driving too, yeah? You know, in Austria we are used to very handsome cars, not under 40 feet, you know? And talking about drive, there is one of my favorite videos, it's Drive by the Cars, right? And now, let me go for some petrol, alright? Huh?
That's fine.
Petrol is more funny. Let's do one else. Rolling.
Oben ein Reflex drin. Ne? Okay, Hans, kannst du den Kopf ein bisschen höher heben? Weiter nach vor ein bisschen. So, und die Scheibe ein Stück runter. So wäre es gut, wenn es so sitzt.
Ja, okay.
Okay, ja. Geht.
Okay, my name is Falco. I'm your guest VJ on MTV tonight. As you can see, I'm driving too. You know, in Austria we are used to very handsome cars, not under 40 feet, alright? I'm talking about driving. There is one of my favorite videos. It's Drive by the Cars, and now let me go for some petrol, right? Okay?
Okay.
Good?
Ja, danke. Schau mal auf die Optik mal vor.
This is, just trying to think here, this is segment 2205, I believe. This is take 1 in 3, 2.
I'm Falco, folks. I'm talking to you from Austria here. I'm still your guest VJ on your favorite program MTV. And you have to know, when we're talking about food in Austria, we are talking about a lot of candies to make you familiar with the... fuck it, once again. Entschuldigung.
Rolling.
2205, take 2 in 3, 2.
I'm Falco, ladies and gentlemen. I'm still your guest VJ on your favorite program MTV. I'm talking to you from Austria and inner Europe. You have to know one thing. When we're talking about food in Austria, we're talking about candies, sweet stuff, you know. To make you familiar with the location here, this is a very typical Austrian candy store, and this honorable man is the guy who runs the business here. This is Mr. Teufel. Mr. Teufel, wie geht's Ihnen?
No, mir geht's sehr gut.
What's about the business?
Nachdem ich in Ihrer Gesellschaft bin.
Oh, he says he loves to see me, yeah? That means maybe he knows me. Mr. Teufel, have you ever heard about a pop star named Falco? Haben Sie jemals schon was vom Falco gehört?
Ja, freilich, ein bekannter Sänger, der die
Honorable singer, yeah.
so angeklebt
Yeah,
hat.
and it says Falco always got his hair back on that. Alright, another question, Mr. Teufel. Eine andere Frage. Was sagen Sie denn so zur österreichischen Rockszene? What, Mr. Teufel, are you thinking about Austrian rock scene, alright?
Ja, also manches Mal gefällt es mir sehr gut, muss ich
Sometimes he likes it, yeah.
sagen. Ja.
Okay.
Und dann sind wieder Sachen darunter, die, sagen wir, nicht auf meiner Linie liegen.
I see. Mr. Teufel says, there is quite something good in Austrian music, like in each music, but he is much more into the American stuff like Led Zeppelin or Twisted Sister or AC/DC like that. A last question, eine letzte Frage, Mr. Teufel. I see you sell Mozart cakes here. Do you sell also jelly beans? Ich sehe, Sie verkaufen also hier diese Mozartkugeln. Verkaufen Sie auch diese vom Präsidenten da, diese jelly beans?
Ja, eigentlich.
Ah, yeah, I see. Oh, he sells it, but he says he's completely sold out. That doesn't only mean that a lot of American people are around here. Maybe I'm sure he is, but he doesn't tell us. Yeah? He's in a big mail order business with somebody in Washington, D.C. Yeah? While I check out the food, you check out Fishbone. This will be our next video on MTV. Alright. Vielen Dank. Das war's. Das war's. Wunderbar.
Na, warten Sie, bitte nicht. So, so, okay.
Wait, stop tape just for a second. This is 2204, take one. And 3, 2.
Guten Abend, sehr verehrte Damen und Herren, mein Name ist noch immer Falco und I'm your guest VJ on your favorite program, MTV. Damen und Herren, wir sind an dem Punkt unserer Show angelangt, wo es für mich zweckdienlich erscheint, nur mehr Deutsch zu sprechen. Sie sehen, wir sind hier in der Fire Brigade. Wenn dieser Song bei Arthur Brown, Fire, irgendwo bei Ihnen im Haushalt einen Brand entzündet haben sollte, bringen Sie uns Ihr persönliches Feuer. We know how to handle it. Anyway, this video by the Beat Club ist natürlich in den 60er Jahren entstanden und Sie wissen, Schwarz-Weiß-Videos sind eine sehr, sehr fashionable Sache momentan. Es war natürlich auch in Farbe aufgenommen, Sie haben es aber dann in Schwarz-Weiß ausgestrahlt, fashion-wise, you know. Bring us your personal fire. That's what I said before, right? We'll have more from Austria with me. Ihr werdet also noch mehr von mir haben. Ihr werdet es ertragen müssen. Falco as the guest VJ on MTV continues.
I'm going to hold on to that one. At some point, you should look to the guy.
Yeah, somebody should have told me.
Okay, this is 2204, take 2. In 3, 2.
Meine Damen und Herren, mein Name ist immer noch Falco. Ich bin immer noch Ihr Guest VJ on your favorite program MTV. You saw Arthur Brown and Fire. Falls dieser Song, ja, übrigens, wir haben natürlich jetzt einen Punkt in unserem Programm erreicht, wo ich es vorziehe, also nur mehr Deutsch zu sprechen. Falls dieser Song oder dieses Video irgendwo bei Ihnen zu Hause einen Brand ausgelöst haben sollte, wir sind hier at the Fire Brigade. Bring us your fire, your personal fire, your own fire, yeah. There's somebody to care about it. We handle your personal fire. Right. This video was done at the Beat Club in the 60s. Und natürlich, wir wissen, Schwarz-Weiß-Videos sind eine sehr, sehr aufregende Sache, eine sehr fashionable Sache in der Zwischenzeit geworden. Es war eigentlich in Farbe gemacht, aber sie haben es dann schwarz-weiß broadcasted because it's so fashionable. Alright. And we're gonna have more from Austria with me, with Falco, you know. Falco as your guest DJ on MTV continues. Bisschen was?
Mehr nach links. Ja, danke.
Okay, 2204, take 3. In 3, 2.
So, meine Damen und Herren, mein Name ist immer noch Falco and I'm your guest VJ on MTV tonight. Arthur Brown and Fire, you know, we are here at the Fire Brigade, wir sind hier auf der Feuerwache. Wenn dieses Video, wenn dieser Song irgendwo in Ihrem Haushalt ein Feuer entfacht haben sollte, bring us your fire, because there is somebody who takes care about it. Wir wissen, was wir mit jedem Feuer zu tun haben. Bring us your fire. Arthur Brown, for sure. It was recorded at the 60s by the Beat Club. Und es war natürlich in Schwarz-Weiß. Eigentlich war es aber in Farbe aufgenommen. Ihr wisst ja, fashion-wise. Ne? They broadcasted it black and white because it's so fashionable at this moment. All right. We'll have more from Austria with me. My name is still Falco. And Falco, as your guest VJ, is going to continue. Good. You don't need me? No. All right.
This is 2206, the intro with question number 1 in 3, 2.
Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart 25th Symphony. And we are here with a master. Wolfgang Amadeus, I hope you don't mind when I call you Wolfie because I'm from Vienna too, you know. Let me ask you for our audience one question, please. There has been such a break in your career, let me say 70-80 to 90-86, and do you see any reason for your success now, after such a long time?
Stop.
So, was
Okay, this is 2206, outro video, first question in 3, 2.
Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart 25th Symphony, and we are here with the master. Wolfgang Amadeus, I hope you don't mind when I call you Wolfie because I'm coming from Vienna too, you know. There has been such a break in your career, maybe you could tell us something about it. Let me say 70-80 to 90-86. Do you see any explainable reason for your success now in 90-85, 90-86?
cut. Yeah, that was good, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay, 2206, question 2 in 3, 2.
Wolfie, I know it's kind of a very typical cliche, like people say, you know. But maybe, I'm sure you've been often asked, but maybe you could answer the question to our audience. Maybe, how do you handle your success right now?
Let's keep going. And the third question.
The third?
Plans for the future. Okay, in 3, 2.
Ah, this is terrific, Wolfie. A last question, let me say a final one. What are your plans for the future?
Cut this. I think that's perfect. We can do it. Okay, Wayne goes up there.
This will be coming out of the video and the first question. This is 2206.
The first or just the second and the third? You told me just 2.
I want to do all 3.
Okay, that is
All right.
he wants to do it.
That's okay with you.
All right.
So this is the outro of the video and the first question in a close-up in 3, 2.
Wolfgang Amadeus, I hope you don't mind when I call you Wolfie. I'm coming from Vienna too, you know. Wolfie, could you answer me a question for our audience, for sure? There has been such a break in your career. Let me say 70-80 to 90-85, 90-86. Do you have an explainable reason for this break in your career?
Go to the next one. Please share your audience. In 3, 2.
Well, Wolfgang, Wolfie, I'm very sure you often ask this question, and I know it's really kind of a typical cliche, like people say, but maybe you could explain to our audience, how do you handle your success at the moment?
And the last one. In 3, 2.
A very final question, Wolfie. That sounds terrific what you say. Indeed, it does. But could you tell us a little bit more about your plans for the future?
And last but not least, you're going to intro your video.
Intro, you need a close-up for the intro?
Yeah.
All right.
So you're introducing Rock Me Amadeus.
Oh, for mine?
Right.
Yeah, cut.
Uh-huh.
Cut for the close-up question, the first one.
Okay. This will be the closing of 2206.
Warte mal, mir wird die Horde als 1 steht auf.
Das macht nichts, lass aufstehen. Ja.
Der Anstecker und Spitze.
Okay. This will be do the closing at 22:06, introduction of Rock Me Amadeus, in 3, 2.
All right, Wolfgang, thank you very much. It was really interesting. It was not boring anyway. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. I'm going to introduce my own video now. No, my own video now. All right, this is Falco. Do you know him? And Rock Me Amadeus. A.
Okay, now the only other thing I'd like to do, which you really should have done before.
The interviewer.
You're listening to what he's saying.
Roll it. We're on.
Now he's telling me about solidarity being his tour manager.
What is he telling me now?
He's 250 years old. You should do one of those gags where you're like listening to him